Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome in general. My name is Pecoskie, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you what I'm packing in my hospital bag. I'm currently almost 36 weeks pregnant with our second baby, so this is our second time packing hospital bags, and I've definitely learned a couple of lessons since the first time doing this. And of course, if you enjoy this video while you're watching, I'd love it if you'd give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any other pregnancy content. And of course, I definitely recommend following me over on Instagram. As I've said before in some of my other pregnancy update videos, that's going to be where we share the first news of when baby is born. So if you're excited to see that, then you can head over to my Instagram and follow along over there as well. Okay, so I'm going to try to break this up into categories. The first one being kind of postpartum care / nursing. So I am packing a pretty large suitcase and just trying to kind of have categories within that to keep everything in one space but still organized. So I have this bag for this category. First thing I have in this bag is my pump. This is the bag that came with this pump. This is the Medela Freestyle. It's a double electric pump. Now, this is one thing I wasn't totally sure if I'd pack. I know the last time we were there, the hospital provided us with a pump when we needed one, and we may not even be there long enough to need to pump, but I did talk to someone who's had a baby at this hospital more recently than me, and they weren't able to get a rented pump when they were there. So I'm just going to bring it just in case. As you can see, this pump is pretty small, so it's not going to take up a whole lot of room anyways. Along with that, I just have all the other like charging parts and like pump parts for this. So those are all in here. I am also packing my silicone pump. This is like basically like the Haka, but it's Nature Bond is the brand. So I am bringing that because like I said, I don't know if I'll need it, but I'd rather have it than miss it. Some other breastfeeding related items that we have in here. I do have some nipple shields. We did need these when we had my daughter in the hospital, and so like I said, just have them just in case. I have some nipple butter in case I need that. Some breast pads. I also packed one of these Medela Quick Clean like sterilizing bags. So you just put in whatever you want to sterilize, and it's a microwave sterilizer. So I thought this might be handy in case we do end up pumping or just need to sanitize something. The last thing I put in this is another like postpartum care thing. I did pack some large pads and some mesh underwear. I know our hospital did provide some of these things for us last time, but I kind of preferred my own, and so I'm just bringing a few in case I am bothered enough by their stuff to use my own. Okay, moving on to the clothing that I pack. So I'm definitely not packing on the more minimal side. This is one area of my life that is not a goal for me. When my daughter was born a couple years ago, we stayed in the hospital for a week. So I am packing like probably like 1 or 2 extra outfits than I would if we hadn't had that experience, if that makes sense. So I've got 3 outfits for in the hospital. They're all the exact same, just different colors basically, but these are my favorite nursing tanks and maternity pants. They are both from Time Maternity, which unfortunately is no longer in business, but I stocked up before and I have 3 of these. They're just like a nice, I think they are maternity actually, but they are nursing as well. They are a padded bra, which I find is important to me. And yeah, just a simple tank top. And then I have 3 of these pants. They are, as you can see, maternity with the high waist there, and I found that was really comfortable for me when I had my C-section last time. This time we are not sure yet if I will be having a C-section. Either way, they're very comfortable, and I think I'll be glad to have these. They're nice and light, so they aren't like a super hot, heavy pant. I think they'll be nice and like cool and comfortable. Like I said, I have like 3 versions of that outfit, so one of this color and then just another black and blue set. Just so that I can change into fresh clothes if we are there for a couple of extra days or something like that. I think I'll really appreciate having a few extra things. Another piece that I really appreciated having last time was my own hospital gown. I didn't wear this during labor, and I don't intend to try and do that. I'm not sure if our hospital allows that, but I don't really want to anyways. I really liked this for after the first day I got in the shower, and I just felt nice and clean, but I still was very sore and almost bedridden anyways, so I found this really, really comfortable. It is nursing friendly, as you can see the buttons at the top, so I'll link this down below, and anything else in my hospital bag that I can link, I'll have that in the description box for you. I brought two kind of sweaters or long sleeves to go over those nursing tanks. This is one that I just got from Old Navy, and it's just a hooded kind of thinner sweatshirt, but it has like a low v-neck that makes it accessible for nursing. And then I have this top that I used a lot when I was nursing Mila because it just has like buttons down the top, but they're nice and light so that I'm able to like kind of layer. And then the last outfit I have is kind of, I think, going to be my like going home outfit. I don't really care too much about looking stylish going home from the hospital, but I just got this new like lounge suit that's really like soft and comfortable, so I'll probably just wear those, keep them as kind of like my fresh outfit for going home. Otherwise, for clothes, I have a whole bunch of underwear here. I think I packed 6, just like I said, we were there a week last time, so I'm just kind of over prepared, I think. But these are just basic high-waisted underwear from Walmart. They're the George brand, but I find they're nice and light, and they're high enough that they didn't bother my incision, so yeah, that's just what I'm packing for those. I just have a few pairs of socks and then a couple of nursing bras. I have 2 different Bravado brand ones that I'm packing. They're just different styles, and then I'm every day wearing a nursing bra now, and so what brand is this? I think they're from Time. So basically I'll have a few different options just to see like what's most comfortable, but yeah, just a couple of bras. The next category is kind of my toiletries slash, I call it luxury category. And actually I'm really glad I'm making this video because I realized I haven't packed all of my toiletries yet. I do intend to bring a couple of small shampoos and a soap thing and my own like face cloth. So I'm gonna throw those in the bag as soon as I'm done this video. Other than that, I've got a toothbrush and toothpaste packed. And I have my makeup bag and a hairbrush. Oh, and I did pack my hair straightener. This is why I call this kind of the luxury. Like the makeup and hair straightener I may have no interest in, and really doesn't matter if I look picture worthy or whatever, but I did find, especially staying for a few extra days last time, it kind of helped me to feel a little bit fresher, a little bit more human when I got to do my hair at least. I don't think I did makeup at all, but I'm just going to have those in my bag just kind of to have the option to like freshen up if I want. Another thing I'm going to throw in after this is my own towel. I think we had our own towels last time, and I remember that feeling really nice too, just to have your own fresh towel and not like the thin stuff that they have at the hospital. Kind of along those same lines, I'm considering this time throwing in one of our own pillows and a sleeping bag. I kind of remembering that those thin sheets that the hospital has as blankets are like not the most comfortable, so I'm strongly considering throwing that in. So if you're someone who really cares about like comfort, then that might be something that you want to throw in as well. Okay, so the next category in my suitcase is what I'm calling electronics. We are bringing some of my camera equipment just because we want to get maybe a little bit of video and some photos. So I'm bringing a little bit of that, my camera, my charger, and then also I got this little mini tripod. Since we can't have people come into the room, I thought it might be handy to have this little tripod just so we can get like some family photos as well. So I think that'll be kind of neat. I've got, of course, our like phone chargers packed. I am bringing a tablet this time. One thing that I really appreciated having last time was an extension cord, because the hospital bed isn't always super close to an outlet, and so I liked having access to my phone when it was being charged, especially for like if I was recording like a night feeding or something like that, or just like scrolling to keep myself awake. It was nice to have that option to have my phone handy instead of plugged in way over on the wall. One other random thing, I did pack our letterboard with some letters that we can maybe do some pictures with baby and like all their information, their name and weight and everything. So that is in there. The last category of things that I have in this bag are kind of in the snack category. We are actually thinking about probably bringing a cooler that we can plug in hopes that if we get our own room, we'll have space to kind of plug in a cooler and keep some fresh food in there. But I do have some snacks in here just for the time being. I'm realizing I have to top up our snack bag because we did make a trip to the hospital recently and I kind of dug into some of the stuff in here. So we're going to throw in some more granola bars, but otherwise I just have a couple of pouches, some fruit bars, chocolate bars. I do have some of my vitamins packed in there. That's kind of like our quick snack bags. I found I really enjoyed having like a granola bar or something for nighttime nursing. And so that'll be handy for that purpose. And I've also packed some bottles of Gatorade because after Mila was born, I was desperate for some Gatorade, and it was late at night and we couldn't get anything from the cafeteria or anything like that. So I've packed a couple in case I have that same craving. I do have a list of other like snacks and foods that if we have time we'll grab, which are just things that I can't really like keep in the suitcase, like apples and oranges, just because they're fruits that will keep well. We do have a couple of like small frozen meals that if we do bring the cooler, that might be really handy to throw in there. We do have access to a microwave at the hospital, so that'll be good for that. Now food is something might depend on the hospital or depend on your preferences. We have a lot of dietary like food sensitivities, and so I don't love banking on like the meals that the hospital brings because I couldn't eat a lot of the food that they brought last time. We did have access to the cafeteria, but the main thing that we depended on, my parents actually brought us home cooked meals and like grocery bags of like snacks and stuff every single day. So that was we were very fortunate to have that, but we don't want to bank on that this time because we're not allowed visitors. So that's why we're kind of packing a few extra things. You definitely don't need like full meals or anything like that if you can eat the hospital meals. But I would say it's a good call still to bring like a little snack bag and some drinks and stuff like that. So, but that's kind of up to you and up to what your hospital provides. So that's everything that's in my bag. The only other things for me, I do have my purse kind of well stocked right now with things that I'm using still, but that I'll want to have with me. So like my water bottle is in there. My purse is in there, obviously, with like insurance information. So that bag is just kind of like always on standby, and I've been bringing it to like all my appointments and stuff anyways, so something that I will have with me. And then I did pack up our diaper bag with all the things that I thought I would want to have for baby. So let's get into this and I'll show you what we're packing for baby. This bag is one that I might actually go through now in the next like week or so, depending on how far I kind of make it along. I had it packed and prepared for like all different sizes. When Mila was born, she was 6 pounds 4 ounces, and so all the clothing I packed for her was huge. I've overpacked, but because I'm not sure like what size the baby's gonna be yet, there's definitely more clothing in here than is necessary. Okay, so I've got like a few different size categories here. I've got, like I said, a couple of preemie onesies and a little preemie sleeper, which I'll take out if we go farther along in the pregnancy. And then I have a sleeper in the newborn size as well as one little outfit. And then I do also have a 0 to 3 month onesie and 2 little sleepers. Like I said, just depending on the size and everything. I packed a couple little baby socks, and these are actually little baby mittens. We didn't use them a ton with Mila, but I don't know, in case this baby scratches a lot or something, I'll throw them in there. And then we have 2 kind of swaddle options. We use mostly the hospital swaddles, but I'm packing these more for like taking cute pictures and stuff. So I've got this little one with some little blue whales, and this one with stripes and a little hat. Now I'm packing something that I know is totally not necessary because I know our hospital provides them, but I'm kind of just packing this as my diaper bag as well. So I do have a little package of newborn diapers and a package of wipes, just like even for like the drive home, it might be good to have them. I don't know. So they're in there. May not even use those. And then just a couple other things in this bag. I did pack one like Velcro swaddle. We, like I said, only used the hospital blankets for swaddling, but part of me is like wondering why not just use like one of the Velcro swaddles that makes it really easy for you. So I threw that in. I've also got this car seat cover. This is one of the Milk Snob ones, and it's got little like Winnie the Poohs. This was Mila's, but we're gonna keep using it for baby boy. It's also like a nursing cover, but I never used it for that. The one thing I do think this will be really handy for is when we're leaving the hospital, because I feel like I'm gonna be a little bit nervous about germs and people in the elevators looking at the baby and stuff. So this will just be nice to keep him kind of like contained in the car seat and just protected. So yeah. And then the last thing I've got in the hospital bag is a couple of soothers. We didn't introduce one to Mila until I think she was a month old. Another thing that I'm not sure we'll need, but like I said, I'm just kind of packing the diaper bag as I would normally, and maybe we'll be glad of them. The last thing I want to mention that I have on top of my suitcase is a list of things to grab in the last minute if we have time. So on my list I have things like the food that I talked about, like grab a couple of like apples and oranges. Also like just make sure I have my purse, phone chargers, just anything that you might still be using but don't have double of to pack in the suitcase basically. Nick also has a hospital bag packed. His is basically just a smaller suitcase, mostly like clothes and toiletries and stuff, but that is definitely a tip that I would give you, is to make sure that whoever's coming to the hospital with you is packed as well. When my water broke with Mila, it was a little bit earlier than we expected. Nick was actually planning to pack that night, so he had to do a quick last minute pack, but this time we were prepared. He's got his bag packed. I also have the baby car seat in the car, so that's ready to go, and I think that's everything. Let me know in the comments below what your hospital bag must-have would be, or if there's anything I've forgotten. I am going to go and put those toiletries that I mentioned in my suitcase now, as well as like a towel, maybe a pillow. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing what's in my hospital bag, what I'm bringing for baby number 2. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.